Hey guys, before you watch this video, I'm putting this disclaimer right here. Know that this video could be a possible trigger warning. If you think you're going to be triggered, I really advise you not watch this. I in no way want you to be triggered by any of my videos whatsoever. It talks about a little bit of my past, about my abuser and stuff like that. But yeah, if you're going to be triggered, don't watch. You're being warned right now, so just stop, close it out, don't continue. Thank you. Hey guys, I know it's been a while. Welcome back to my channel. Let me get this down. I just get out of the bathtub. Whew. Okay. I never thought I'd be doing this video, or even be feeling the way I'm feeling right now. My heart's racing. For those of you who know, my childhood wasn't the best. I lived in an abusive home for about 10 years. That's as long as I can remember, pretty much. My biological father, I'm trying not to cry. He did a lot of stuff to me. He would beat me, mentally abuse me, emotionally abuse me, sexually abuse me. For 10 years, I lived with this, from the time I was 7 until 17, when I finally got the courage and spoke up. I haven't seen nor spoken to him since February 3rd, 2008. That's how long it's been. I always used to say I'll be happy for the day to come. I'll sing, I'll dance, I'll rejoice. But I didn't do that at all. Sorry. I feel so fucked up right now. I got a phone call this morning from not my biological, oh my God, I'm all over the place right now. From my dad, who adopted me. I did a video with him a few videos ago. It's how well does my dad know me? How well do I know my dad? He called me this morning and said a sheriff was at his door this morning, and immediately I'm like, oh my God, what happened? He told me that my biological father passed away. I didn't feel happy. I didn't. I cried immediately. And I know I should feel happy because he was a monster. You know, what he did to me and my brothers is pretty fucked up. But I guess I'm crying because, yeah, legally he's not my dad no more. And I'm happy about that, I am. But the fact still remains that for 17 years, I called him dad. Or dad. For 17 years, even though 10 of those years was abuse, he was still in my life. I guess I'm kind of upset because I never got to fully get that closure that I wanted, which was to tell him, you know, I forgive you for what you did to me, and I don't do it for you. I'm doing it for myself so I can have this closure. But I sat thinking about it all day. And I guess in a way I did forgive him a really long time ago. Like a really, really long time ago. I don't know when. I don't know how. But I guess in a sense I did forgive him. I talked to the funeral home, and because legally I am not his daughter no more, even biologically I still am, they've got to go by a legal standpoint, but because I was adopted, which I'm very happy I was. I've talked to my dad, Ken, about this, and expressed to him how I felt, and he's not upset at all that I'm this way. I can't sign anything for the funeral home, for anything at all. The only person who can is my older brother, who has not been adopted yet, but he's not there all the way. He's mentally 8 years old, and he's in a group home, and he has a guardian. So I don't know how they go about doing that, but the lady at the funeral home, Miss Gal Yates, has said if she can, she will mail me the death certificate, and she will send me his ashes. I expressed to her, you know, the history and stuff like that, and explained to her, you know, what I would like to do with the ashes, and she completely understands. You know, I do need to try to get that full closure. I'm not the kind of person to be deceitful or hateful or carry hate and malice in my heart forever. And that's just who I am. Back when I used to say I'd be happy when I'd find out he died, I was just getting out of that situation and had a lot of growing to do mentally and everything else. And I guess I grew a lot since then. I guess I'm sad because even though he was a monster and he's gone, the fact is he died in a respiratory care center. Not knowing what's really going to happen to the stuff that he had is what's bothering me. I really don't want nothing of his. There's pictures of us when we were kids that I like. Just very small sentimental things that involve me. Like pictures of me when I was a little bitty kid, I really don't have pictures of because he has them or my mom has them, and since he's gone, I don't see why it needs to stay wherever it's at. I like it. I talked to some people and told them, you know, if possible, if he had any furniture, clothing, donate it. I do know families struggle, especially low-income families struggle to get furniture for the home, and I feel like donating it to a low-income family would help them out a lot. I don't know if he has anything, honestly. His clothing, I've told them to donate the clothing to a homeless shelter, and give me a minute. I'm gonna be right back. I need a cigarette, so just give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. Like I was saying, his stuff can be donated. I just don't want it getting thrown out. I know there's people at homeless shelters who have no clothes at all. And even though he was obese and heavyset, I would hope that these clothes can fit somebody there. You know, whether it's to keep them warm, you know, whatever the case may be. I talked to somebody who I feel I can be close to and open up to, and it's quite a few people I've talked to, but one person in particular said there's a lot of stages when someone goes through and someone passes away. Anger, denial, sadness, acceptance, stuff like that. I guess I got way past the anger and the denial, and I can accept the fact that he is gone. It's just the sadness that I'm trying not to cry anymore about. I don't know why, but I guess in a way I still do care about him. And that's the kind of person I am. I am a very caring person. I am a very open-minded kind of person, and I'm pretty mature when it comes to quite a few things, regardless of my past videos. I say it like it is. I don't care. I don't have a filter. I'm not going to get a filter to please anybody whatsoever. I'm still smoking a cigarette, so give me a minute. Yesterday, and this was really odd, yesterday I had a intuition, gut feeling that he passed away. And I look every few months anyway, check and all of that stuff, but I went and looked yesterday and spent an hour online looking, trying to find anything. Couldn't find anything at all, so I just let it go. Well, this morning at 9:30, my dad called me and he told me what happened and stuff like that. Apparently, my biological father went into a respiratory care center in 2015, and that's where he remained until February 28th when he passed away in his sleep. He had acute kidney failure, which is the same thing my mom has, so I'm in for a double whammy there. Diabetes, another double whammy, and COPD, another double whammy, which I know I shouldn't be doing this, but it's kind of my go-to when I'm upset, stressed, and stuff like that. It's a lot better than what I used to do, which was smoke weed or drink. I really wish that I could have went to him and forgave him face to face a long time ago. I guess I should have, but you can't change the past. The number one thing for people like me who went through this is to know that it's not your fault. I know it's not my fault. And the best thing you can try to do is forgive that person. You don't have to forgive them, for them to feel relieved over what they did. You've got to try to do it when you're ready and you feel like you're ready for yourself, so you can move past it. And I feel like a long time ago, I was able to move past it. And I was able to forgive. It's been a while since I've had the nightmares. I don't know how long it's been. I just never really paid attention to it much. But I used to have nightmares over it. I do have PTSD because of it, which I don't really get triggered all that much. It's rare when I do feel myself triggered. But I want to get on here and talk about, what I'm feeling. And to be honest, I do feel like I'm a little bit messed up because I'm still caring about him, and I shouldn't. And I really don't know why. But things happen for a reason. I guess it was finally his time to go. He was 67 years old. He really doesn't have any family at all. Like, his own brother wants nothing to do with him. His own kid, who wasn't adopted, wants nothing to do with him, which is kind of heartbreaking, honestly, because there's a lot of people out there who's going through that. And I feel regardless of what they did, they don't deserve to die alone or be alone. I don't even know if he was alone like that. You guys can say what you want about this video. I honestly and truly don't give a fuck, to be honest. The main important thing is I'm mature enough to grow from what has happened to me and be the person I am, because it made me who I am today. It made me the strong person I am today. It made me the great, amazing mother I am today. I'm very protective of my kids. Very protective. I don't let many people around them that I don't know. I look out for them. I protect them the best way I can. But like I said, if you guys don't agree with how I feel, that's fine. That's your opinion. That's your prerogative. It doesn't bother me at all. But the main fact is I don't look at myself as a victim. I'm a survivor. I forgave him pretty much, I guess, a long time ago. And forgiveness is the key to everything. You don't, like I said, you don't have to forgive someone for them. You've got to do it for you. Because you will never know what tomorrow will bring. You won't know if you will wake up tomorrow. So why sit there and hold all of that crap in your heart and on your mind and make yourself sick over it. I guess that's why I've always been open and willing to talk about it, because that's how I view life. I know that there is probably a chance I'll never wake up tomorrow. You never know. People die passing to sleep of natural causes all the time, or unknown reasons. It's just the way of life, the circle of life. But I just wanted to make this small video talking about what I'm feeling, my thoughts, and that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video will help me get a little bit more closure, and hopefully I get a whole lot more when and if I receive his ashes. I've already decided that if I get his ashes, what I'm going to do. I'm not keeping them in my house, because I don't need that constant reminder, because that could cause me to regress from where I was at 11 years ago. I want to keep making progress. So after talking to somebody else about it, they told me, you know, you better not keep the matches. Like, oh no, I'm not. I just don't know what to do with them. You know, I'd rather get them than someone else get them, whatever. She advised that I take them to the ocean. I say my piece. I say I forgive you for everything you've done to me. And then just pour them out and dump them. The thing about my biological father is he was not fully there. I will say that. Mentally, I don't think he was ever fully there. I don't think he ever knew what he did was wrong. I don't know. I'm not one to judge on that. I just know he wasn't fully there. I do know his own parents didn't want him, or his brothers. He was raised by his grandmother. He couldn't read. He couldn't write. Who do you think had to read all the bills and letters and fill out all the checks and all that stuff? Me. But yeah, that's it. I was going to do a witch unboxing tonight, but I felt that I should do this video more than anything. But comment down below, and I want your thoughts on this video. I'm going to try not to get upset and judgy. I promise I'll try. But comment your thoughts down below about what you think about how I'm feeling. Do you think it's normal to feel this way? Or do you think it's odd that I feel this way? I mean, if y'all knew me, y'all would know that I'm the kind of person who's sweet and has a heart of gold. I'm willing to help anybody if I can. Back before I had kids, if I saw somebody homeless, I'd give them the last few dollars in my pocket and like, here, go get yourself something to eat, go get yourself some coffee, which would help you more. I do know, remember one Christmas I was at McDonald's with my mom and adopted dad, and I had just got a Big Mac meal, and this guy's sitting here, and he's counting his money. I could tell he was homeless. But he's sitting there counting his money, trying to figure out if he had enough money to get something to eat, and automatically I just took my food, walked up to him, gave it to him, told him God bless, Merry Christmas, walked away, left it at that. But that's just who I am. I don't think I am the kind of person who could be happy over somebody passing away regardless of what that person did. You know, I'm still going to feel some sadness or some degree of sadness. I don't think I'd ever be happy over someone passing away like that. That's not who I am. That's not who I want to be. But I made this video longer than what I wanted. I probably rambled a little bit. It is what it is. I don't care. Wherever y'all are, y'all have a great day, a great night. Know that it's okay to be upset if you went through any form of abuse by a parent or a parental figure, whatever. It's okay to be angry, but don't let it eat at you. You can't sit there and let it eat at you the rest of your life. You've got to, at one point, let it go, and I feel that's what I did a long time ago and didn't even realize it. Once again, good night.